First thing you're going to need to do is grab the strip heater, plug it in, turn it on. It'll take about 5 minutes to heat up. The heating element is in the middle, and what you do is you position your plastic directly over the heating element. Let it heat up. It'll take 2 or 3 minutes for your plastic to heat up enough where it's going to bend. And your first bend, you put it right in the jig, bend it straight down. Now it's hot, so when you touch it, you don't want to touch it right where it was heating. So what I did is I grabbed another piece of wood and I put it right over the top and I held it down. And it's only going to take about a minute or 30 seconds even for the plastic to harden up again. When you lift it up, it'll be stuck in that position. If you're unhappy with your first bend, what you do is you put it back in the strip heater, heat it up, rebend it. For my second bend, it's going to be another 90-degree bend, and you have to find the jig that you want to use. In this case, I'm using the jig that's about 1/4 inch because that's about the width of my iPod. I'm going to put my plastic back into the strip heater, and I'm going to put the part that I want to bend directly above the heating element. If you try to bend your plastic too soon, it's going to break, so make sure you leave it in the strip heater long enough. It's going to get not totally liquid, but it's going to get soft so you can move it. So after a couple minutes, I take it out, and this is kind of a hard bend to do. You put it in your jig, and you put a piece of wood on top, and you bend it 90 degrees. And hold it in place. Again, like I said, hold it in place for about 30 seconds or so, and it'll get hard. Take it out when you're done. Once your plastic is cool enough where it's not going to move, you can take it out again. And next thing I'm going to do is bend my top piece. To bend my top piece, what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark the line with a square, and then I'm going to put it in the strip heater, heat it up. It's actually helpful to mark all your lines. So you might want to do that keep that in mind as you're doing this project. Now this time when I put in the strip heater, you'll get to see about how soft it should be when you take it out of there. It's hard to see on the first couple bends because the bends are so small you can't actually do this. But with this big bend, you can see about half of my project is on one side, half on the other side. When this heats up enough, I'll just be able to hold one side down and bend the other side up. When you bend it, if it doesn't bend right away, keep it in there. It needs to be really flexible. Like I said before, if you bend it and it's not ready, you're going to break the plastic. This bend right here, as I said before, is pretty easy to do. I'm going to get my square and a block of wood, and all I do is I take my piece out of the strip heater, and this is kind of hard to see in the video, but I just bend it 90 degrees over the piece, and then I push it the rest of the way by hand, make sure my two sides line up, and hold it by hand until the plastic is cool. So I'm ready to do my last bend. I'm looking at my drawing, and all I do is measure where I want to bend it. Again, I make a line. Again, I put it on the strip heater. Nothing new at this point. Make sure you use a square when you mark your lines. If you get this bend wrong, your iPod is not going to sit straight up and down. It's going to tilt sideways. Again, nothing new. I put the part that I want to bend directly over the heating element. In this case, I'm not going to be able to get the other piece of wood on there. I can fit it upright, but I'm not going to get it flat. That's okay. If you can't get in there, it's no big deal. 2-3 minutes on the strip heater. Make sure it bends easily. And this time I'm just going to take the square. You can see it bends real easily here. You want it to bend real easily. And as I said before, again, I'm going to take the square. I'm just using the square to make sure when I bend it, it's 90 degrees and it is square. So first I bend it down, and I don't want it to sit like that. So after I bend it down, I just pull it in by hand to whatever angle you want, and I hold it in place. I'm just kind of comparing it to my other one here. I just hold it in place until it's solid again. And if you get in the wrong place, put it on the strip heater, do it again.